Oh, this is the so this is today's lecture. So once again, I welcome all the devotees to our Prabhupada's lecture session. It is Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.4, type Srimad Bhagavatam, date May 1974. I request all the devotees to be on mute. I get my echo. I'm getting some echo. Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Va Nitai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prabhupada and devotees repeated, leading chanting of verse, etc. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jaya udirayet. Break. Translation. Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is our very means of conquest, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayana, unto Naranarayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Prabhupada. This is the Parampara system. As you get knowledge step by step, Krishna is the original spiritual master, and then from Krishna, Lord Brahma learned the Vedic knowledge. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kave. In the Bhagavata, it is said that where from Brahma got this knowledge, because whenever we want to get knowledge, we must approach a superior person to get knowledge. Tat Vignanartham Sa Gurum Eva Abhigachate. Guru means superior. So, who was the superior person when Brahma got knowledge? Because there was no other creature. He is the first creature. Therefore, it is said the superior person was Krishna, but he was not present. We see Krishna was present before Arjuna, but nobody was present before Brahma. Therefore, it is said, Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kave Hrida, through the heart. Because Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, actually, he is a spiritual master, Tyacha Guru. So, in order to help us, he comes out as a physical spiritual master, and therefore, Saksha Daritvena Sama. Spiritual master is representative of Krishna. Krishna sends some sincere devotees to act on his behalf, and therefore, he is spiritual master. Thank you so much, Mataji, to giving me this opportunity. So I would like to hand over next paragraph. Who can go ahead and continue? So this is the Parampara system.
Is it okay if I read, Mataji?
Please, Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. So this is the Parampara system. As you receive knowledge step by step, Narayan, Krishna, instructed Vyasadeva. Brahma instructed Narada. Narada instructed Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva instructed his disciple, Madhvacharya. In this way, we have to go through also. In the same way, first of all, offer respect to the spiritual master, as he has done to Sukadeva Goswami. Tam Vyasas Sunam Upayami Kurum Muninam Shrimad Bhagavatam 1.2.3. So then his spiritual master, then his spiritual master, then his spiritual master, just like you have got pictures. First of all, your spiritual master, then his spiritual master, then his spiritual master, his spiritual master, ultimately Krishna. This is the process. Don't try to approach Krishna directly. Jump over. That is useless. As you receive knowledge through the steps, parampara system, similarly, we should approach Krishna through these steps, through the step. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayat. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.4. In this way you become glorified. Thank you. Someone else could read.
Thank you so much, Sucharya Mataji. Matajis, who would like to continue reading from the Parpat?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Reading from the purport. All the Vedic literatures and the Puranas are meant for conquering the darkest region. Tamondham, we have already discussed. Ati Tirashatam Shatam Samsarinam Karunayah Purana Guyam Adhyatma Deepam Atitishatam Tamondham. Atiti Shatam. This is human civilization. How to get out of this darkness of ignorance. Not the dogs and cats jumping and very jubilant. I'm a big dog, let me jump over. This is not civilization. This is animal civilization. They are jumping naked. We are jumping dressed. That's all. That is the difference. Otherwise, where is the difference? So long we have got this bodily concept of life. Let me enjoy this body, senses. Body means the senses. Indriyani parani ahu. So long, one is in the darkness, is predominant feature of enjoyment in the senses. That's all. Let me enjoy. I have got this tongue. Let me whole day go to the restaurant, cut throat of this animal, that animal, and enjoy. And let him go to hell. Let me enjoy. This is Jiva Loba. Thank you.
Thank you. Who is this? Can I know?
Mataji, my name is Akansha. I'm new to this.
Oh, welcome, welcome, Akanksha. Thank you so much coming on the call and giving your association and reading this wonderful lecture. So, Matajis, who would like to go next from next para? Tara Madhya Jiva.
Mataji, can I go?
Yes, Mataji. Please go ahead, Vrinda Mataji.
Taramate jivati lobhomaya sudurmati takejita kathina samsare. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, amongst the senses, the most powerful sense is the tongue. Most powerful sense. You see, they are smoking, chain smoker, going on. What is this? There is some sensation. And if we smoke cigarette or drink, it is simply the tongue. The tongue is dictating. Do this, do that, take this, take coffee, take tea, smoke, take flesh, take chicken, take this, take. That means that out of the all senses, the tongue is the most formidable. Therefore, Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, Tara Mathe Jivati, Lobhamaya Sudurmati, Takejita Kathina Samsare. It is very difficult to conquer over the tongue. And if you can conquer over the tongue, then you can conquer over the belly, and then you can conquer over the genital. The straight line, one after another. Taramathe Jivati. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Vrinda Mataji. Hare Krishna devotees, who would like to continue from next paragraph? Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I would like to read Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
So you know the story that one dog was crossing over a small rivulet and he saw the picture of another dog in the water, and actually there was no dog. He was carrying some food in his mouth, and he saw another dog in the water. So he thought, let me take his food stuff from the mouth. As he opened the mouth, he wanted to take the other dog's food stuff. So whatever he had gone. You see the dog philosophy, take away, take others' meal. He lost his own. This is called illusion, Maya. You did not read this. valuable story. It is very instructive story. This is a dog's philosophy. This is a dog philosophy. All this is so-called empire. This Roman Empire was expanded. The British Empire was expanded. Now they have lost everything. Finish. The dog business was finished. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Matajis, who would like to go next? This kind of expansion.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I would like to read.
Hare Krishna Lakshmi Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji.
Thank you. So this kind of expansion, unnecessarily. Therefore, our philosophy is, be satisfied whatever God has given you. Tena taktena bhujintama grada kashya svittanam. Isho mantra 1. You be satisfied whatever is given to you by God, allotted to you. Don't try to encroach upon others' property. This is civilization. But man is transgressing this law, nature. They are not satisfied to become localized. They want to expand. If you want to expand, but expand something which will be beneficial to the human society, just like we are expanding Krishna consciousness, that is required to be expanded. Because the cats and dog civilization will be controlled, but to expand the cats and dog civilization to compete with another dog is the same story, Aesop's fable story. To capture the other dog and take his footsteps and then lose everything. These are very instructive. So the real business is samsarinam, adhyatma dipam atitsitanam. One should come to senses that I am eternal. I hear from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that na hanyate sharire, na hanyate hanyamani sharire. Bhagavad Gita 2.20. I'm not finished after my body is finished. Then, if I am not finished, where do I go? Where I remain? This is intelligence. But they have no information that the eternal soul, na hanyate hanyamane sharire, Bhagavad Gita 2.20, they are thinking all of a sudden my this body has developed and we have got good senses. Let us enjoy the senses. There is no life. It is finished. Big professor in Russia, that Professor Kotesky, he told me, Swamiji, after finishing this body, there is anything? Everything is finished. That is a basic principle of modern civilization, that there is no life after death. And whatever senses we have got, let us enjoy it. Then Bhashmi Bhutasya Dehasya. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Lakshmi Mataji. Hare Krishna devotees who would like to go from next para, that it is not a new thing. Hare Krishna devotees who would like to go from next para. Or else we can give second chance to the devotees, second turn.
Oh, can I go, Mataji, then?
Yeah, I think Mataji. Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Okay. That it is not a new thing. This atheistic philosophy was there long ago. They have not discovered anything new. It is already there. In India, the atheistic philosophy was already there. Charvaka Muni, he used to say, enjoy life, senses, gratify your senses some way or other. No, I have no sufficient money. Pranam Kritva, take, beg, borrow, steal, bring money. There are three methods of getting money. If one hasn't got money, then beg, just like we are begging. Professional beggar, sannyasi. They beg, borrow, and those who are not beggar, they borrow from friend or steal by hook and crook. So that is Charvaka's theory. Bring money some way or other. Beg, borrow, or steal. Pranam Kritva. Pranam Kritva, the very word is used. If you have no money, then take loan from your friends. Pranam Kritva. Kritam Pibet. Yavaj jivet sukham jivet. Now I have to pay back. How can I take loan? If I don't pay, then I shall remain debtor, and I will have to pay in my next life. No, no, no. Don't bother about next life. Pasmi bhutasya dehasya kutah punar agamano bhavet. Charvaka Muni. When your body, when it is finished, you will be burnt into ashes. Then the ashes will be lost. No more you are coming. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Vrinda Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji. Yeah.
Just like the other day, Dr. P. Sorry.
Mataji. So this is going on.
Sorry. So this is going on because people have no knowledge about the next life. They are not interested with the spiritual education. That is the difficulty. They are not at all interested. Why people do not come here? They think that these people will say that there is life after death, and if you do not do nicely, you will have to suffer. All this nonsense we have to hear. Utopian. They do not know. They are not interested. They are so dull. The facts, Krishna is giving example. Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram, Bhagavad Gita 2:13. As you are changing your body, we have changed. Every one of us, we have changed body. I was a baby, I was a child, I was a boy, and I was a young man. Now I have got a different body. Where have these bodies gone? They have no brain to think. I had all these bodies, that's a fact. They are not existing now, that's a fact. And still I say there is no other body after death. What is the reason? What is the logic? How simple logic is given by not ordinary person, Krishna. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and he says that as you have changed so many bodies, passed through many bodies, every medical science says every minute we are changing the body. That's a fact. Just like the other day, Dr. P. Banerjee came. That girl I saw changing from 10, 12 years ago. In 1955, I saw that girl, 1955. How many years ago? Dhananjaya, 19, 20 years. Prabhupada. So that girl has grown up now 19 years. At that time, she was on the lap of her mother. So I said, oh, your daughter, she has grown up so much. She has changed so many bodies. But that body which I saw in 1955 does not exist. Where is the logic? That body is not existing, but the girl is there, and the mother, father, yes, she is my daughter. That daughter which you saw so little, it's same. The body has changed so many times. So similarly, when I shall give up this body, I must have another body. And Krishna says, Tata Dehantara Praptihi, Bhagavad Gita 2:13. This is called samsara. The samsara means repetition of different bodies. That is called samsara. Here, samsarinam karunya. Therefore, this Krishna consciousness movement is to be compassionate to the rascals who are in the cycle of changing body after body. It's a great movement. Everyone all over the world, they are thinking there is no life after death. But that is not a fact. The fact is that you have changed so many bodies in this life. You have to change this body. You have to accept another body. It is a dangerous position that they do not think. If I accept another body for another body of a tree, then I will have to stand in one place for thousands of years. This is the science. Now, I cannot stay for 5 minutes in the Bhagavad Gita class, but if I am given the body by nature, Prakriti Kriyamanani, you are under the grip of nature. You cannot say, you cannot stop your death. When nature asks you, now you must die, your science cannot stop this. So you are under the grip of nature. Prakriti Kriyamanani Gunai Karmani Sarvashaha. So, if the nature gives you, now you take this body of banyan tree and stand there for 5,000 years. How can you stop it? Will your scientific knowledge stop it? Is it possible? Then where is your science? If you are under the grip of material nature, prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimodatma kartaham iti manyate. Bhagavad Gita 3:27. Although he is pulled by the ear, by material nature, he is thinking he is free. He is freedom. They are struggling for freedom. What is this nonsense freedom? You are under the grip of material nature. Where is your freedom? Now you have got, nature has given you this human body. Next, you may get another human body. Next, you may, that is under the complete control of the material nature. So they do not know. They do not know. Completely in darkness. Tamo andham. Therefore, those who are eager to cross over this ocean of ignorance, for them these instructions are there. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam. So you have to go in parampara system, submissing tapasya jnana bhavato jnana tapasa puta madbhavam agataha. Bhagavad Gita 4:10. So by jnana, by knowledge, by tapasya, you make progress. This is Krishna consciousness movement. Thank you very much, devotees. Jai Srila Prabhupada. End. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Preeti Mataji. And thank you to all the devotees who joined and read our beautiful lecture. Thank you so much. So now we move on to our next part of our session, that is sharing our realizations of today's lecture. So I request all the devotees on the call, can we share our beautiful lecturian realizations of today's lecture? So Matajis, who would like to go first?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yes,
So, yeah. So it was a very, very beautiful lecture how Prabhupada talks about the parampara system. That is the point that he makes in this particular verse. He talks about the parampara system and he says that when Brahma was originally present, Brahma didn't have anyone but the Lord. So whatever knowledge was there was transmitted to the Lord. And then it has been from there transmitted through parampara system to so many people. And we have been transmigrating from so many births, one birth to the other, so many births. But we fail to understand that our soul is something that is permanent and it is only the body that is changing. So therefore, to get rid of the cycle of birth and death over and over, it is so important to take shelter of the parampara system, because if we try to figure out things by ourselves, definitely we're not getting anywhere and we're just changing bodies. So I thought that was the essence and I just wanted to share that. And there are so many beautiful points of Prabhupada's examples that he gives. About how the body, different philosophical theories, atheistic philosophical theories, he talks about it. Then he talks about how people think that this, once the body is gone, everything is gone. They do not understand about the next birth. And then about how we are continuing in the cycle of birth and death. And how the body and the proof for reincarnation is that your very body that you are in, it is also changing. Even the doctors have accepted it. Some years before, and he gives the example of that girl. So very, very straightforward, very nice lecture. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Preeti Mataji. Thank you for sharing this essence of today's lecture. Thank you so much. Mataji, who would like to go next? See, we have so many devotees on our call.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Lakshmi Mataji. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Mataji, when we started this lecture, it started with Narayanam Namaskritim. So basically, I used to say it as a prayer before reading Srimad Bhagavatam. But only after reading this purport, I got the real understanding of what that prayer is and what does it give us. So it was like a very important explanation to me. So in the starting, Srila Prabhupada started with Tamodhanam, that is the ignorance. So after the Narayanam Namaskrityam sloka, in the next paragraph, he says Tamodanam. So he says, what is this darkness we are in? And Prabhupada gives a beautiful example, so many examples, and explaining us, yeah, the darkness is we think that we are the body, and uh, after death or when we leave this body, everything is gone. We just leave everything. We are not changing the body. But Prabhupada says it is a basic truth that as we in the material life I were living, we are changing the bodies. Like after every age, we are getting a new body. So the same logic applies that when we are dead or when after our death, we are going to change the body. And after death, and the most important point that was a point that I like this, Prabhupada is telling that is a very dangerous position while we're changing the body. Because what if we get the body of a tree? Because when we see tree every day, we see the tree, and when somebody asks us why this tree is standing for 1 year or why this tree is standing for 10 years, we say it is a tree, so it has to stand. So it is in the grip of the nature. We cannot rescue it. So Prabhupada is saying, so if we are in the same ignorance, and if we are going to get the same body like a tree, what is going to happen? We have to stand like this, and it's in nature. We cannot escape from the grip of nature. And finally, Prabhupada is saying that we have been in an illusion that we have the freedom. We are thinking about freedom, but we're not in a freedom. And he's giving the conclusion that to come out of this tamodana, which he started in the earlier, he's saying, now to come out of this tamodana, the darkness, I'll give you the solution. The solution is we first go to a parampara system, then be submissive, then do tapasya, then jnana. So in the final last line, Prabhupada is giving the answer. He's giving parampara system, submission, tapasya, jnana. And that is what the Krishna consciousness is giving us. So so that is given in Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam. It's in our Srimad Bhagavatam. So now I understand the meaning of this sloga, that to come out of the ignorance, the tamogana, we are following this 5 principles that has been given. So it is a very beautiful purport and very beautiful lecture. Thank you so much for giving this lecture today. And thank you for this opportunity, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi Mataji, for sharing those, what we can say, very clear points, Mataji, making this more clear, our lecture. And we have to be thankful to Preeti Mataji for sharing this wonderful lecture today. So Mataji, I have a question. Here it is telling, the shloka is telling we have to pay our obeisances to Mother Saraswati. So Krishna is topmost, then there is like Hayagriva is the what we can say head for studies, Hayagriva. There is some shloka for Hayagriva also regarding the I forgot that today morning I remembered. Yes, Mataji. Gnananandamayam Devam Nirmal Spatikakrutam Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagriva Upasmahe. So Mataji, how come Mother Saraswati? I am not insulting her, but out of ignorance I'm asking. So how Mataji, how to relate this, Matajis?
Mataji, others can also answer, but I'm just quoting one answer that is there in scripture. One answer is that this Mother Saraswati, she is not any demigod Saraswati. In the spiritual world, there is Devi Saraswati, meaning the transcendental Saraswati Devi. So she is the originator of the Vedas that are given to Brahma. So when we say Mother Saraswati, we mean her. So if you see in the spiritual world and Vaikunta also, there is Mother Saraswati. She is the original Saraswati, not the demigod Saraswati. And she is responsible for disseminating the Vedas. So that's the answer, Mataji. But of course, in the purport also it's there. If we read the purport, we can open up the purport, Prabhupada's purport, if it's there. I mean,
Mataji, and then what is the difference between spiritual goddess Mother Saraswati and other Saraswati, Mataji? How can we differentiate, and how can we see that she is demigod and she is the actual spiritual Saraswati in any context?
yeah. So she, the original Mother Saraswati, she expands as Brahma's wife later. So
Mhm.
I mean, she is the Moola Saraswati, meaning the original one in the spiritual world, and
Mhm.
through her only the Vedas are disseminated first, and then it comes to Brahma, and Brahma takes on a particular wife who's also empowered. She's a jiva. That wife is a jiva, but she is empowered by this original mother Saraswati. It's like that. So you can also read this in Brahma Samhita. There are great purports of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati that describe this particular aspect. And also we
Okay.
can open up the Prabhupada's purport. Maybe I don't remember the exact purport that Prabhupada has given, but definitely he has given some explanations. We can even read that if possible. If you're sharing screen, we can just open. I'll tell you the verse number.
Yeah. And Mataji, I'm sorry to ask so many questions. Mataji, when you're telling that Vedas are coming from Mother Saraswati, we see that Vedas are coming from Mother Gayatri too.
Mhm.
Right, Mataji? So how to make or how to get a clarity? So from who Saraswati are giving the Vedas or Mother Gayatri?
They are all different concepts. I mean, sorry, they're all different consorts of of Brahma when he is in this material world. So the Vedas are governed. The different portions of the Vedas are governed by different consorts. So it's nothing wrong to say Saraswati or Gayatri. All of them, they are governing the aspects of the Vedas. So I mean, it's let me also, if I could directly read from Prabhupada's words, it'll be better. So this is 1 to 4, Mataji. If you can share screen.
Yeah,
1 to
yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you give the link, Mataji? I will share.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, go sir.
Yeah, you can click, Mataji. Okay, I don't think we have much about the Mother Saraswati specifically in this purport.
I'm sharing this, Mataji.
Yeah, but still we can read the purport. Though we do not have much about her, but still we can read the purport.
Okay. So Mataji, would you like to read the purport?
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. All the Vedic literatures and the Puranas are meant for conquering the darkest region of material existence. The living being is in the state of forgetfulness of his relation with God due to his being overly attracted to material sense gratification from time immemorial. His struggle for existence in the material world is perpetual, and it is not possible for him to get out of it by making plans. If he at all wants to conquer this perpetual state of existence, he must re-establish his relation with God, and one who wants to adopt such remedial measures must take shelter of the Vedic literatures such as the Vedas and the Puranas. Foolish people say that the Puranas have no connection with the Vedas. However, the Puranas are supplementary explanations of the Vedas intended for various types of men. All men are not equal. There are men who are conducted by the mode of goodness, and the others are under the mode of passion, and others who are under the mode of ignorance. The Puranas are also divided that any class of man can take advantage and gradually regain their lost position and get out of the hard struggle of existence. Srila Sutta Goswami shows the way of chanting the Puranas. This may be followed by persons who aspire to be preachers of Vedic literatures and Puranas. Srimad Bhagavatam is a spotless Purana, and it is especially meant for them who desire to get out of the material entanglement permanently. I think the purport itself is the entire lecture that Prabhupada has given us. He's just actually spoken the entire purport in short. So, Mataji, nothing much about Mother Saraswati is given here, but I could probably send you references if that will work, because it will take some time to take out the references.
Yeah. No problem, Mataji. Yeah, no problem. But whatever you have given clarification, Mataji, regarding our lecture, it's helpful, Mataji. And yeah, if you find time, Mataji, it would be very grateful if you share that, Mataji.
Sure, Mataji, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Preeti Mataji. So, Matajis, who would like to go next?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Vrinda Mataji.
Oh, anyone else wanted to go?
No,
You can go
Mataji.
ahead, Mataji. Please go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much for selecting this lecture, Mataji and Prithvilasmi Mataji. And very nice question answer session. I also got to know many points. The points which I liked, which I've noted down, or like I really like those points. Like first, Prabhupada mentions about the reciproc succession, which is so important. We cannot try to approach Krishna directly. How we should approach him through the parampara. So he stresses out that point, which is very good. And then he gives a lot of examples. Like he also gives example of like how Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I have controlling the tongue is so important. And he also gives this dog story. And Prabhupada then again says that we should be satisfied with whatever God has given to us. Like we should not try to get others' property and all. That is only called civilization. So our business should be I'm the eternal, I'm not, and how I will not be finished even when the body is finished. So he also rejects the theory of Chakrava Muni. I don't know actually who he is.
Yes,
but his theory is like we should borrow money, steal money, we should try to get money anyhow we should get it. And because once the body is gone, we will be into ashes. Nothing will happen after that. That's how his theory is. So he completely rejects that. Yeah. Yeah. Again, in the end, Prabhupada mentions that we are not free. Like, what is freedom? We are actually always under the grip of material nature. So this is the ignorance, we should come out of it. And again, he talks about the taking shelter of parampara. So overall, these points I really liked, and it will stay with me. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vrinda Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam to all Vaishnava, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji.
I heard from Kishori Mataji before 10 years back from Sisi Bhagavad Gita that
Hare Krishna devotees, I request all the Matajis, can you be on mute, please? I hear little disturbances. Yeah, Vrinda Gopika Mataji, please go ahead.
Mataji explained from Sisi
Mataji, you are barely, we can hear you, Mataji.
Now you can hear Mataji?
Very little, Mataji. Can you be a little louder?
Aji Kishori Mataji explained from Sri Bhagavad Gita that before 10 years I hear that we all are bounded with the golden chain, silver chain, copper chain, and iron chain. So that Kishori Mataji wants to explain that we are here in a prison. Some are some are in very rich, so they are bound with the golden chain. Some are silver chain. Some are working hard and take care of their family by the iron chain. But we all are in prison. One thing we have to understand, and Mataji also explained that what is the way to come out from the prison, so that we have to take the shelter of our Guru Parampara, Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani. But how we get the shelter of Lord Krishna? Not directly. We should go by systematical Guru Parampara and Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev. This proper Guru Parampara we have to follow. Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani. And Srila Prabhupada also explained that is there a life after that? Srila Prabhupada explained that how is the soul travels from the body to body, and how we can end the cycle of birth and death by reaching Lord Shri Krishna's ultimate abode. And expect the simple process is to chanting the name of Krishna will reveal what one is, what is God, from where I came, what is my last destination, what is the material and spiritual universal, why we are conditioned soul, how we can get out from this condition, and everything else step by step. And one more thing, Srila Prabhupada explained that about
Are we happy in this material life? Why did you pressure something to hear when you are finally get it? Like we are so attached with the material thing that I need this, I need the, I need this, I need things. For that we have to work hard, and it's going on. The cycle is going on, birth and death, and we work hard, but we don't understand that we have to keep everything here only. Only the bank balance of bhakti will go to the next birth, so that we have to follow Srila Prabhupada's instruction, our Guru Parampara, and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra attentively. Stay with the association of Vaishnava. It's very important which association you are staying. If you are staying with materialists, then you are talking about the movies and about the all the material things. But when you are staying with the association of Vaishnava, there is only Krishna Katha, and Krishna Katha. So knowingly or unknowingly, all your family members are also participate in the Krishna Katha. So that we have to understand that we have to come out from the birth and death cycle, birth, death, old age, and disease cycle. For that, only and only shelter of Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani. And for that, we have to do bhakti, bhakti, and bhakti. And when we will do bhakti, only by the association of Vaishnava. So, whatever my limited knowledge, I will explain. So that Kishori Mataji also explained that after 8 million births, we get the like a dog, lion, then all different type of birth we will pass, and we get the birth of Manushya, or, and we have to complete our bhakti in this Manushya birth only. If you are not taking sincerely bhakti, then we have to again pass 8 million birth. Better we have to do bhakti so sincerely, and 99% our sadhana is depend only and only japa. So we should do attentively japa. Thank you very much, Bhakti Sangha group, that because of you, all Vaishnavi, we are able to chant our round attentively. Here, Shishi Bhagavatam and Shishi Chaitanya Charanam, but pranam to all lotus feet of Vaishnava. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. I strongly second you, Mataji. All the points you told are very, very important, Mataji. And the example you have given, how we are in the clutches of Maya, and we are tied with different kind of chains, and we feel that we are happy with those different kinds of like chains, and how you have given the importance of Guru, Vaishnava association, and chanting, and how we should utilize our each and every moment of our day in remembering our Guru and Krishna. Very, very beautiful points, Mataji. And with your association only, we are improving day by day, Mataji, with your inspirational quotes, inspirational, what we can say, praising of devotees. Uh, all our day are making blissful, Mataji, with your association. You are a big, big supporter of Bhakti Sangha, Mataji. You are sincerely coming to the call and encouraging all the devotees, Mataji. Very, very nice, Mataji. You are so sweet.
Just a second, only take 1 second, 20 seconds. That Kishori Mataji also explained that we don't want to come out from the comfort zone. We want to comfort life. And when we coming in Krishna conscious, we have so many difficulties. Like it's not easy to do bhakti, but sometimes 8-9 years, Lord Krishna will give us everything, all material things. But that time we are not attached with all that material things. We become detached from all that material things. Why Lord Krishna is given all facilities duty, so that they can teach Vaishnava and serve Vaishnava. So we should be very sincerely take this Krishna conscious.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, so true, Mataji. With these comforts, we should use all this in our bhakti. Very well said, Mataji. Very well said. Thank you so much, Mataji. Mataji, we miss your association on bhajan session. So if you get time, Mataji, please join your bhajan session, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, please forgive me. From next week, I will join time.
Yeah, I'm not forcing, Mataji. If you are totally okay, if you are free, Mataji, please give your association.
No, Mataji, I am free, but I sleep after 10 to 11. So please forgive me. Next week, I am not going to sleep this time.
Oh, so sorry, Mataji, you're taking rest. I'm so sorry. Yeah, if possible, Mataji, or else it's fine. You're giving your wonderful association in the lecture and you're encouraging with your beautiful, encouraging words, Mataji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, Matajis, who would like to go next, Matajis?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I would like to share one point.
Please, Mataji.
Yes. Yeah, very beautiful lecture, Mataji. Thank you, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. You covered the maximum of the points, and others also covered, like Vrinda Mataji and other Lakshmi Mataji. Everybody covered, Mataji. Just wanted to say few points that I like here. As Vrinda Gopika Mataji said, that life is of, we have the life after the life. So we need to be careful what we are doing in this life. So we will be. How do I go water, Mama? With the water bottle. So we should be careful that how we are utilizing this body, and then so that we will, when we go to the next body, we don't need to, go through animal body or anything. We can go to the next level directly, or directly to the Krishna, or you can just go to the higher level and you can practice. So we need to be careful. We are not free, like, we got this body, now we are going to enjoy. It's not like that. Prabhupada was very clearly telling that we have the life after the life. So we should utilize this properly so that we can reach actual goal. And we are not free. We are controlled by material nature. That is what Prabhupada is telling. After that, after explaining about that there is a life after life, he was telling that we are controlled by the material nature. We cannot think that, oh, I have everything, I'm going to do everything whatever I want to do. No, it's not like that, because there are so many things that that are even causing us, after we are having so much of good thing, like we have money and everything, but we cannot solve some problem, because nature is controlling us. We can see now this corona, how it is controlling all of us. Even though we have money and everything, but we cannot go outside of the house. So we are not going to lord over anything. If nature thinks to put us down, it will definitely put us down. So everything is controlled by Krishna, and to come out of this only way is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, stick to parampara, so that way we can come out of this, all of the problems. Mataji, that's what I understood. Hare Krishna.
Very wonderful, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. You have covered most of the points and you have given the essence of today's lecture, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for coming on call and sharing your beautiful realizations with all of us. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams.
Hare Krishna Lalitangi Mataji.
Thanks to all the Matajis who shared very, very wonderful points. And the mood and the talk of Srila Prabhupada, what he's trying to convey, everything was shared very nicely. So I would like to share this point, how he's telling that Tene Brahma Hrida Adi Kavaye. So when Brahma was created, nobody was present there before him. But the Lord was present, Lord Krishna was present, but not in person. For Arjuna, he was present in person. But for Brahma, he was not present in person, but he was present inside his heart as Paramatma. So through that, he has, enlightened him with knowledge. And that was a very nice point.
Mataji, Lalitangi Mataji. Hare Krishna. We could not hear you, Mataji.
Oh, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, now we can hear you.
Okay, the whole thing you were not able to hear?
No, we heard Mataji as Lord Krishna is in the form of Paramatma in Brahma's heart and got enlightened. Up to there we heard Mataji.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. That's what I wanted to share, that how this proves that the Lord is Paramatma in everyone's heart. We don't say Lord Brahma is Paramatma or Lord Shiva is Shiva Paramatma, but always Narayana is referred to as Paramatma. And this is a proof for that how he inspired Brahma from within the heart. Yeah. And as Prabhupada is nicely telling that how he saw a girl in 1955, which was 1920 years ago. So at that time she was 11-12 years. Now she has grown 19-20 years. So that doesn't mean that she has changed, but the body is changed. So same logic, and he says himself also, like, I was a child and I was a young man, but where are all those bodies? Those bodies have died, so I continue to live. So the same way, when this present body dies also, I'll continue to live. So that was a nice way of whatever Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, he's nicely telling, very easy. I mean, making it more easy for us to understand, Mataji. Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Mataji, if you don't mind, I want to ask a question. It is off the topic. When we are telling about Paramatma, he is residing in everyone's heart. So one of my friend asked me, Mataji, so if Krishna is in everyone's heart as Paramatma, so when we take the a story of Mahabharata, then how come like Duryodhana and Kauravas, how they are acting in that way? Because when we see that Paramatma is in everyone's heart, then how they are acting in a very rude and very what we can say very opposite way to Pandavas, and how this Kurukshetra war happened. So one of my friends were asking me, Mataji, and
Yeah.
how to satisfy them, Mataji, what is the best answer I can give them?
Yeah, in 13th chapter, so the Paramatma is present in everyone's heart. And what is the function of Paramatma? It's mentioned that one who witnesses and oversees. Let me try to get that shloka. Upadrashta Anumantacha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara. 1 minute. Yeah. Chapter 13, text 23. So that shloka, it's a Upadrashta Anumantacha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwaraha Paramatmeti Chapyukto Dehesmin Purusha Paraha. Yet in this body there is another, a transcendental enjoyer, who is the Lord, the supreme proprietor, who exists as the overseer and permitter, and who is known as the super soul. So so what he's saying in the purport is that the Lord is present in everyone's heart, but there is an independence for the living entity. And what he's saying is that he is the supreme proprietor, is a transcendental enjoyer, but is overseer and permitter. So that when the living entity is desiring to act in such a way, it is Paramatma who permits him and oversees him. But at the same time, he is also giving him instructions that please come back to me. Just give up everything and turn your faith towards me, you will be happy. But if people, whether to listen to Paramatma or not, the decision has to be taken by the individual soul. So if they decide, for Pandavas, they were listening to Krishna as Paramatma from within, and also as Krishna as Paramatma from outside. Like whatever Krishna said, they listened to it. But Duryodhan, they, even though many people had told him that what he is doing is wrong, even his own mother, and in fact his father also, after the episode in the dice game, he told Vidura and everybody, but he didn't want to listen. So because he didn't listen, he got that destination. So yeah. So that is the thing, Mataji. Everybody is. Let me read it. Let me read the fact. The second paragraph. The fact is that every individual living entity is eternally part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and both of them are very intimately related as friends. But the living entity has the tendency to reject the sanction of the Supreme Lord and act independently in an attempt to dominate nature. And because he has this tendency, he's called the marginal energy of the Supreme Lord. The living entity can be situated either in the material energy or in the spiritual energy. As long as he's conditioned by the material energy, the Supreme Lord, as his friend, the super soul, stays with him just to get him to return to the spiritual energy. The Lord is always eager to take him back to the spiritual energy, but due to his minute independence, the individual entity is continually rejecting the association of spiritual light. This misuse of independence is a cause of his material strife in the conditioned nature. The Lord, therefore, is always giving instruction from within and from without. From without, he gives instruction as stated in Bhagavad Gita, and from within, he tries to convince a living entity that his activities in the material world are not conducive to real happiness. Just give it up and turn your faith toward me, then you'll be happy, he says. Thus, the intelligent person who places his faith in the Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, begins to advance toward a blissful eternal life of knowledge.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much for making it clear. This is in Bhagavad Gita, right, Mataji? 13th chapter.
13th chapter, 23rd verse, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the opportunity.
So, Matajis, who would like to go next?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Akanksha.
Mataji, so I love this lecture and I was so amazed. Like all the Matajis, they are so intelligent. You know, I never knew so many points and I really loved it. So Mataji, whatever from the lecture, whatever are my takeaways, I'm just listing some of them. So Mataji, Lalitangi Mataji also, as she said, Brahma getting knowledge by Krishna through heart, and it is said in it is written in Prabhupada's lecture. Krishna being the Chaitya Guru, and in the morning only we were having Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 something discussion, and in that only Chaitya Guru was discussed. So it was kind of interesting. It was mentioned here also, and then GPS Guru Parampara system. Prabhupada talks about like from Krishna to Brahma and so on, and he says 7th verse of Shikshashtakam Saksha Dharitvena Samasta Shastrai. The spiritual master is Krishna himself. Like opulences are transferred. It was said in one lecture. So likewise, he is in all Shastra, he's considered equal to God. Like when we take initiation, we have to treat Guru as good as God. He's not like in the Shastra, it is supported. Like Guru is very worshipable. So in that verse, it was said. And then Prabhupada talked about animal civilization and human civilization. Animals are jumping naked and we are jumping clothed. And he always used this example, like animals are running on 4 legs and we are running on 4 wheels, likewise. So and as Sumani Mataji said, Charvaka Mani, he always instructed, just enjoy your senses. After this body is finished, everything is finished. So he's in ignorance. And so Bhakti Vinod Thakur says that tongue is the toughest sense to conquer. So if we conquer our tongue, so our Shiksha Guru was telling us how to you should chant and eat prasad and how the consciousness should be. The whole chapter was in it. So about conquering the tongue. So if we conquer the tongue, belly is automatically conquered, and so on. It is said. And about one Mataji also talked about money, rinam, how to get money, take, beg, steal, etc. So because their philosophy is you just take rin is debt. Yeah, you just take loan, and then you are not able to pay. It's okay, because when your body is finished, all the loan and everything, your debt is finished. You are gone. Everything is destroyed. So Prabhupada was saying how wrong this philosophy is and everything. Like it will come again. And then the dog philosophy, the dog story, Prabhupada quoted nicely. And he said, dog philosophy is always take away everything from others, but the harm is ours. But they are always taking away everything. So Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness is basically being satisfied with whatever you have. So and then empire, so many emperors extended the empire, but then finally they all are finished. Where is the empire? Like they are not here now. So Prabhupada was also saying that. And then Prabhupada was talking about the eternity of the soul. Bhagavad Gita, second chapter also it is talked about. So when my body is finished, I am not finished. I is the soul. So we're talking about is one Prabhu. So he was talking about it, giving the lecture. So he was saying, Krishna says, no one is the killer, no one is the no one is being killed, because we are souls, we are eternal. So one can ask that then if we kill animals, so they are not killed basically. Like it's not killing because they are soul and all. So we make that excuse, but it's wrong. It's not given in Vedic scriptures. It's not prescribed. Duty of Kshatriya is prescribed. And Prabhu was saying that cows and animals are not warriors, that we will kill them. So he was talking about it. And then, the points I love, being under the grip of nature, how we are all under the control of nature, and we abide by that. And many people, they don't agree to this fact, but this is the fact. And then for those who want to cross over the ocean of ignorance, the instruction is given in the shloka. You have to go in the Guru Shishya Parampara, and then you can progress. And Mataji, this shloka, while I was listening to Srila Guru Maharaj, I'm just a neophyte devotee, so I don't know anything. So when I was listening to Srila Jayavadaka Swami Guru Maharaj lecture, I hear. So in that he always say this shloka, this Narayanam Namaskrityam. So by hearing, I learned this shloka, but I never knew its meaning, and I wanted to know. And in today's lecture, it was cleared so much. And yeah, so deeply, and all the Matajis, they all explained so nicely. And Mataji, just off the topic, one point I wanted to share, like yesterday, it touched my heart. So therefore, can I?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. So about departure of Bhakti Charu Maharaj. So glorification was held by Adi Gadadhar Prabhu, also so beautifully glorified. And yesterday we had Throwback Thursday in Indian IST. So Throwback Thursday, Naru Gopal Prabhu, it's a Throwback Thursday is all about glorification of Srila Jayavadaka Swami Guru Maharaj. So he talked about Guru Maharaj and Bhakti Charu Maharaj's loving relation. So I was thinking about that. I was not that much affected because I did not know him. I'm a neophyte devotee, so I don't know much about Bhakti Charu Maharaj. I haven't even personally met Guru Maharaj. I'm just aspiring so much, but I don't know. So Dhira Prabhu, one Prabhu is there. He is not able to recover. Like he's very shocked by the news. He's still recovering. So he was telling me that his brother, he was aspiring from Bhakti Charu Maharaj, and he had been procrastinating. He was just saying, okay, I will. He was taking it kind of casually. So in 25 years, I was so shocked. For 25 years, he procrastinated. For 25, I can't even imagine. Yeah, Mataji, I can't even imagine. 25 years, I was thinking of myself. So Prabhu said 25 years he procrastinated on this year, March. He was about to get initiated from Bhakti Charu Maharaj. But because of this COVID-19 lockdown, this all happened and he couldn't take initiation. And he was taking kind of things casually, right? So what happened now, we all see. So they all are, submerged in grief. And Prabhu was saying the time bomb has started, everything is going, you have to take up the Krishna consciousness seriously. So I'm just a child. So, I have not taken the Krishna consciousness seriously. And, I don't even follow four regulative principles because of my family not being Krishna conscious. So I eat onion and garlic, and other things I try to follow. So, yeah. So I was thinking, and I'm aspiring from Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. So I was thinking, yeah. So I was thinking, because his health, we all know, we never know what Krishna's plan is. So I was so scared by hearing all this, and this really made me to, made my sense. It opened my eyes actually. Like I have to take to Krishna consciousness seriously. I don't know anything honestly. So thank you, Mataji, so much for giving your association. All the Matajis, they are so humble and so amazing Matajis. I just love the association of all your association and the lecture today. So thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hari Bol, Akanksha, Hari Bol. Very amazed by your deep knowledge in the lecture and how you grabbed the very, very essence of the lecture and you highlighted wonderfully and you presented the points very nicely, Akanksha. Can I know a little bit of you, how you came to this Krishna consciousness? I'm just curious.
Sure, Mataji. So actually, 2 year when I'm currently in 10th, I gave 10th boards now. So
Mm-hmm.
I was in 6th that time. I was in Jammu. So there was my best friend. My best friend was Krishna conscious. But she would talk about, philosophy, but how I am. I'm so arrogant and all, so much full of anartha. So I was just like, okay, she's my best friend. Friendship is at one place, and all these stuff. I used to think she's blabbering something. Okay. And then for 1 year I did not accept it. I just thought, okay, she's blabbering some stuff, she's blabbering. But
Mm.
then I came to her house, like her father, Baldev Prabhu. So he invited me so that we can chant together and all. So I was like, okay. So I went there, and as I entered Mataji, it was uh,
Mm.
out of the world feeling. Like I felt so secure on entering, like not on this bodily platform. I was just
Mm.
so amazed. And that I used to always fight that it is Hare Ram first, Hare Krishna second, and then
Mm.
but then there were so many shlokas, and then I read many scriptures in the sense purpose and all, and then I got to know, okay, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu propagated it's Hare Krishna first, and then we had kirtan, and then they gave me prasad, and there was the family is fully Krishna conscious. Kumuda, she is my best friend, and she's Krishna conscious since 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
since she was 3 years. So how much potential she had. Her association made me so. I was amazed, and I agreed to all the um, theoretical parts in Krishna consciousness. But
Mm-hmm.
I was not that serious again. Like Shraddha, I was not at that stage even. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I accepted, but I was not following. So she went on transfer, and anyways, I was continuing with my materialist activities for 1 year. Then I was posted in Jammu, Mumbai, eighth class, after 2 years. So
Mm-hmm.
here, one Prabhu, I just used to see him. He would wear Vaishnav Tilaka, and I knew Vaishnav Tilaka means Hare Krishna. Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
from Kavada I came to know. So I would always say Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu, and Prabhu would think, do I know her? Do I know her? So
Mm-hmm.
he once approached me and he talked to me about it, and then okay, and then I took his association, and accidentally he was my neighbor. So he invited me so many programs, and Mataji first program was I came here was Jagannath installation in one of my favorite Mataji's house. Now she became my favorite. So she is very sweet in her house. We went, it was amazing kirtan, and I was absorbed in that. So, and that in the end of lecture, they say that next program will be this and so. And I was at that time also, I was a very big fan of Amarendra Prabhu. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and Amarendra Prabhu made it very clear that the focus should be on Hari Katha, not on Hari Katha speaker. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that again, I'm still his fan as a Vaishnava. I want to take his association. So, like that, at that time, I was a very great fan. I would hear his lectures, and I wouldn't practice anything, but I would hear his lectures and all. So, yeah, and then in the end of the Jagannath installation, they said that next lecture would be of Amarendra Prabhu in somewhere else. Like it's far from Mumbai actually. We had to take local train for it. So he said somewhere there, and I was amazed, Amarendra Prabhu, and then I just wanted to go, and then it was 1 o'clock in the morning when we came home. Like we went there and we came home, so we couldn't meet Amarendra Prabhu. I saw him and I couldn't speak anything. I was so amazed. But then, yeah, and then Devotees Association, they really changed me. And Bhakti Vriksha and RGD devotees I'm attending, so they are so much helpful. They are helping me with everything, and I am eternally indebted to them. Sorry, Mataji, just one thing I want to share.
Mm-hmm.
So in Mumbai, sorry, I think we are running out of time, but I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So in Mumbai, there is my best friend Molly. So she is Nirankari. Nirankari is basically they don't believe in God. They believe that the Guru, they have some Punjabi Guru, I don't know. They believe he's the God. Okay, so they have some wrong conception and all. So she was my best friend. So we were in eight together. So I wouldn't speak about Krishna consciousness. It was all in my head, but I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't reveal it because I thought, what would she would react in a wrong way, and then I was scared just so I did not speak about that. But then once we were sitting at the last bench, and I don't know how I never planned it that way. Like she said something very casually, and automatically some Krishna conscious statement came to my mind. Like devotees say it all the time. I don't remember what exactly. So I said that statement. I was halfway when I realized, oh my God, I'm speaking it to Molly. So I saw her and she was all big eyed and she said, go on, go on. And then I talked about the philosophy. I did not speak much. I gave her Perfect Question, Perfect Answers book, and Prabhupada is so amazing. So she just got rid of all her doubts and she accepted Krishna consciousness. She's very serious, Mataji. Like half a statement changed. For me, it took me 2 years to take it, but she became serious, so serious. She's chanting like I said, her parents are Nirankari, so she's doing it all in secrecy. She doesn't have the environment to practice it. She wakes up at late night when her parents are asleep. She chants at that time, try to complete 16 rounds, and then try to attend the Bhakti Vriksha classes of devotees. And then she's doing all in secrecy. I feel so bad for her. Like, I feel like we have so many facilities, still we are not taking up to Krishna consciousness. And she, on the other hand, is amazing, devotee. Krishna empowered her. So, Mataji, I wanted to share. Sorry, I spoke so much.
Very, very inspiring, Akanksha. At this tender age, you got strong philosophy and strong association. And with your strong conviction, you change your friend to Punjabi friend too. Because your strong conviction, you changed her with one statement. Really inspiring, Akanksha. Now where are you, in India or in US, Akanksha?
No, Mataji, I'm in India only. Mumbai, I'm staying here.
Oh, wow. Wow. Really surprising. At this time, late night, you are on the call and giving your wonderful association. And it's really an inspiration. So please continue if possible with your college, schoolwork and everything. So if possible, please give your association. We might be growing in our bhakti with your association, Akanksha.
No, Mataji,
So,
I'm forever indebted
yeah,
to you all,
I'm
Mataji.
sorry, Mataji, to interrupt. I was about to leave the call, but because of Akanksha's talk, I'm not able to leave the call. Very, very nice. So you are in 10th grade now?
I gave 10th exams, Mataji, so results will be announced day after tomorrow, I guess. So I
My
will go
God,
into
you're
11th.
so amazing. Wow.
He
Son is
was
in the
with us in the
10th grade.
Madhava
You are all like
class.
your mom's son.
Lalitangi.
We are so inspired to hear your conviction and your philosophical outlook, and so nice, Akanksha. I'm so inspired by hearing you.
You all are inspiring me, Mataji. Honestly, I don't know anything. I just feel like I'm wasting away my time. Honestly, I'm wasting away my time. So when you all were speaking, I was like so amazed. All amazing points you all were bringing up. Everything. So I was so amazed with all your knowledge and everything, Mataji.
Yeah, you have a whole life full of amazing devotional service to perform. So we pray that Lord Krishna Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj bless you to do wonderful services. It's so nice to see in such a young age you have taken up very seriously, and may you inspire so many people.
Yeah, I think with Akanksha's story and example, I think our third generation is also becoming strong. Very, very nice, Akanksha.
Yeah,
Keep us
yes, Mataji.
inspiring.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I have to go to another call now. I'll leave now. But thank you all so much for your very, very wonderful association.
Thank you so much, Lalitangi Mataji, giving your precious time to us and learning on the topics, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Mataji, can I say 2 minutes?
Yeah, please, Mataji, Vrinda Mataji. Please.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Akanksha, very, very nice to hear about you. Just wanted to say that if your friend, you talked about your friend Molly, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, if she is also willing, if she wants association, she give her also information about this group. She can also join. She can give her association to us. She can also take the association from our devotees here. So
Sure, Mataji.
you both please give us your association. It's very inspiring.
Mataji, because of her condition, she won't be able to join every day, but yeah, she can, manage to join
Yeah,
some
whenever
days.
possible. Yes, sure, whenever possible. Yes. Thank you
Yes,
so much for
Mataji.
your association.
Thank you, Mataji, for everything you all have done for me.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Akanksha. Such a beautiful, beautiful realizations. your voice and your strongness in Krishna consciousness does not look like your 10th grade. I'm very amazed seeing your, strong faith on Krishna and Krishna consciousness, and you distributing Krishna consciousness to your friends who is completely from different background. Wow, that is so awesome. It is so nice. Thank you so much for coming on the call and giving your realizations with us. Because as adults, for me especially, I don't have that much as you have. Thank you so much. Today, I try to build up my consciousness more and pray to Krishna that one day I can come to your level. It's really amazing, really amazing. Thank you so much. Please pray for all of us so that we also, get that kind of faith, and we also distribute to everybody around us like you are doing with your friends. Very amazing. Hare Krishna. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, you all please bless me. I'm just tender. I can fall at any time. So please, you all bless me, giving us the wonderful association. Thank you, Mataji.
So it's very nice today's session with Akanksha's association. It made very blissful with all the devotees association as usual. It made us a wonderful day, and I have got blissful day with this association and with the big bhajan too, with Nimai's bhajan too. You all made up my day, and I just want to share one point, Mataji. So in the month of Kartik, I gave sweets because I have a very strong uh, what we can say, or I'm very mad of sweets. I cannot leave sweets. So with leaving the sweets one month of Kartik for Krishna, I realized, so in this lecture we have heard that if we have control on our tongue, then we can have control on our belly, then genitals. These are in the same line. So from this giving up of speech for 1 month, I can see my senses, how they are transformed. I'm not much agitated. I'm not much desiring for anything or any anger or agony or what we can say, or hankering for anything like material desires. I practically got this to my experience when I have given this sweets up. So after that, I have seen a lot of change in 1 month. But but because of my human nature or ignorance, only for 1 month I stayed because I promised to Krishna. But after that, I paused back onto my sweets. But the essence I want to share is, yeah, that is true what Prabhupada is telling. We have to have on control on our food, whatever we are eating, then control on our, automatically controls our stomach, then genitals, everything will be straightened. Yeah, that's true. I came to this experience in month of Kartik. Yeah, just one point, and everything was beautifully shared by all the wonderful devotees on the call. And so thank you so much to all the Matajis and our dear Bhaktin Akanksha for giving her valuable time from India at this late night. So very grateful to all the devotees. So with this note, I want to pay my obsequies to all the devotees.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna Mataji.
Lakshmi Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, I have a small question in our lecture, Mataji, but do we have time? Is Prithivilasni Mataji available or someone to give me the reply? I'm not sure. I think everyone have left.
Preeti Mataji is on the call, Mataji. Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, I'll not take much time. And the question I had was on the Shavakar Muni. While I was reading on it, it was a very detailed information, like atheistic philosophy. Because I thought, Mataji, in my own self, my belief was we have been from a Vedic culture, like our land of Bharat. We were Vedic culture people. We followed Vedas, and I thought even demons were not atheistic because they used to do tapasya. They used to pray to God, like Hiranyakashipu and Ravan. This atheistic philosophy, I thought it was a new age idea. But here Srila Prabhupada says, no, it was in the olden time by Shavakar Muni. And my question was, why he is called a Muni, Mataji? Because when we say Muni, we say they are rishis. They follow Vedas and they understand Vedas. And in Vedas, we know that we are the Jivatma. We are not the body. We are Jivatma. We always surrender to Paramatma. That's a basic line of every Vedas. So when he is called a Muni, so I was just having a question. Is he, the word Muni means is a Rishi who does tapasya, follows the Vedas, or is he someone else? Because he's giving such a wrong philosophy, saying that when we are dead, everything is gone. So I don't know about this person, Shavakar Muni, but I just wanted to know the meaning of the word Muni. Do they really follow Vedas or who is he? I just need some clarification on that, Mataji.
Yeah, Priti Mataji, can you please, Mataji?
Yeah, can I be heard? Is my
Yes,
voice audible?
Mataji. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, Mataji, first of all, yeah, before I start answering the question, thank you so much, Akanksha. And I think you were there with us in the Madhava group. So I just remember you were texting earlier. So I think it's you. Thank you so much for joining us on the regular classes as well. And your association means a lot to us. So, Mataji, answering your question. So there is something called as the six systems of philosophy. From the way ancient times itself, there were six systems of philosophy, of which Vedanta is just one of the six systems. Only in the Vedanta we talk about the soul. So there was Jaimini's Nyaya, there was Vaisheshika, that's another philosophy. Gautama's Nyaya, sorry. Then there was Vaisheshika, like that. There are different philosophies. And in these philosophies, there is no question of actually even exploring the soul or the super soul. Most of them, they talk about how the world is just composed of material elements. They talk about atoms and molecules, and how if that is the end of the world, that's how the world comes into existence and it just, vanishes. Like how Prabhupada in this lecture itself, he explains about the body, it becomes ashes and then everything is over, right? So in that philosophies, in all of these, among the Shad Darshanas of of the Vedic philosophies, rather, only one is actually theistic. The rest are atheistic. Why are they atheistic? Because they do not talk about the soul or the super soul. So like that, we can understand only Vedanta, which was written by Vyasadeva, is actually talking about this aspect of soul and super soul. So even in those days, there were atheists, meaning they were not bothering about the soul and the super soul, and they were just talking about the molecules and atoms, like how today's scientists talk. So that's how it is, Mataji. And they are called as Muni because they are great thinkers, because they came up with different systems of philosophy. So therefore, they are called as Munis. Like, for example, you have one of the systems as Purva Mimamsa. What is Purva Mimamsa? It is nothing but Karma Kanda. So the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas is called as Purva Mimamsa. What is the idea of that section? The idea of that section is to just keep doing different sacrifices, but they do not even accept that the demigods whom they are trying to give the sacrifice to really exist. That is their philosophy. So they just perform their obligatory duties, and they think that itself is the end of all knowledge, like that. So there are these philosophies are dealt with in great detail, and Vyasadeva's Vedanta Sutras is in fact a refutation to the Purva Mimamsa, to the Nyaya, Sankhya, Vaisheshika, like that. There are different systems of thought, and if you just read a definition of these systems, you will get an understanding of how they have come up with the philosophy. It's very similar to modern day philosophies, and it was existing from a very long time. Some of them would accept the Vedic scriptures, but they would not acknowledge the presence of the soul or the super soul. So it's a very interesting theory of how they come up with this. Mm. At the end of the day, we when we say Veda, we mean the essence of the Vedas, which is the Vedanta, and the author of the Vedanta Sutras is Srila Vyasadeva. So we are theists, meaning we are followers of Vyasadev's Vedanta Sutras. So that's how our line comes. And within that, there are several categories. Like you have the impersonalists who accept the soul, but still they do not accept God having a form. And then you have the Vaishnavas who give clearer understanding on the actual existence of God, his form, and his nature, and so on. So that's how it is. That's the reason they're called as Munis, because they're great thinkers, developers of several philosophies. Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Now I got the answer. It was a very detailed explanation. So the point where you were saying about Purva Mimaksha, I think those were the people, they come. I was reading about Jagadguru in a book like Shankaracharya. So are these people you're saying, Mataji, referring to? Purva
No,
means
Shankaracharya was not Purva Mimamsa. He was Uttara Mimamsa only, Vedanta only. But the philosophy of Vedanta that he presented, the commentary of the Vedanta that he presented was impersonal. So impersonal meaning he did not accept the personal nature of God, first thing. Second thing, he said everything is Brahman, everything is one. He did not accept the difference between the Paramatma and the Jivatma. So it's and a further refinement of that is the commentaries by the Vaishnava Acharyas, the 4 schools of Vaishnava schools. So like that, his job, Shankaracharya's job, was first to refute the Purva Mimamsis. So he was against the Purva Mimamsas, and then he gave a slightly better philosophy. It was like it was like refuting the Purva Mimamsas and giving them a concept of existence of something called as Brahman. But then further it needed more refinement. That's when the Vaishnava Acharyas come in play and they further refine it.
yes, Mataji. So I think one of his devotee was Purva Mimamsa, like Shankaracharya's four or five basic devotees. I think one of them was Purva Mimamsa.
Must be, because in ancient times, most of the associates, they were all well versed in not only Purva Mimamsa, they were also well versed in Nyaya and Vaisheshika and other philosophies. They needed these, that was the ancient traditional study of the Vedas. So most of them who traditionally studied the Vedas, they were experts in Purva Mimamsa. They were experts. But still, it should not stop there. Meaning, like, just doing the ritual and understanding the ritual to be the end of everything doesn't help, right? So, so definitely he must have had such disciples. And there's a very good possibility, even, just adding on, I don't know if it helps, but even, for example, Jiva Goswami also, first what he did was, if you have to argue with the, different schools of thought, first you should understand what the school of thought is, right? So Jiva Goswami even went and learned Nyaya and other philosophies so that he could refute those philosophies. So like that, Mataji. Yeah, definitely they must have had disciples and then they must have been corrected and come to the right path. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, he was having a conversation with Jagadguru Shankaracharya, and finally Shankaracharya won and he became his devotee. So I just remembered the name when you said. So it was a wonderful answer, Mataji. Now I got the meaning of the word Muni, because I was thinking, now I know it means great thinkers. Okay, so different schools of the philosophy there. So it's wonderful, Mataji. Now I can explore more on it. And thank you, Mataji. And one more point from the lecture I wanted to mention was in the paragraph next to Sharvaka Muni, the Srila Prabhupada says, why the people do not come to Krishna consciousness. So there Prabhupada was saying that they are because they've been scared. We give this truth that we have life after death. So now I understand, when we see so many people around me, they pray to God, they do puja at home, they worship God, there are thesis, they believe in God, but they don't come to Krishna conscious. I used to think, why they're not coming? And now I got the answer, because they even though they do puja and everything, they don't want to see the real fact that there is life after that. So we have to be nice. We should not waste our time. We should be completely into devotion. They don't want to do it. They want to adjust 50-50 with material world and spiritual. So thank you so much, Prithvilasni Mataji, for taking this lecture. It was so worth. And I also want to thank Akansha for her inspiring story. And she said we have to bless her because she's very tender and she may go out of the path. So I'm also a newbie. I don't know anything about Krishna conscious. I'm learning like you, Akansha. But what I got is the only idea that I'm strong and that I can believe that I will not go away from the path is only by sticking to Srila Prabhupada's book. Keep reading Prabhupada's book. Never ever be afraid that you'll go away from the path. Only Srila Prabhupada's book will hold us so strong. So that's what I'm doing. So I just want to add that. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna to everybody.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much. So with this, Mataji, I would like to pay my obeisances to all the devotees on the call. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद लेक्चर्स की जय। Assembled devotees की जय। हरे कृष्णा माताजी, thank you so much for giving your very sweet association, and I would like to expect your same sweet association next week to Mataji's. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Akanksha.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Akanksha. Hari Hari Gauranga.
Thank you, Mataji's.